Welcome to GISTUBE TV first. Let me just do that here. Subscribe to this channel. Just subscribe already. I mean, if you've been coming or you're new here, don't worry, you're in good hands, in safe hands. Subscribe to this channel. Like this video already. I promise you're going to enjoy it. You're going to talk about something very much here. Like this video, subscribe, and share with family.
Honestly, men will embarrass you. Men will stain your white. Men, this beer and a man story that if you are stranded and there's a beer and there's a man, who would you rather be stranded with? And people used to choose beer. Adegoke Ifeluv, who you might know as Ifeluv, a comedian and skitmaker on social media, has come out to say, why did you propose? Was it just to embarrass me? But this is actually on you. This is on you. Because why will I come to your house to pick my son? Okay, let's get to the very beginning. She's talking about OLUWADOLARZ. Yes, Ogunleye. That's the person she's talking about. They've been together now for the longest. They've been together since they started comedy. OLUWADOLARZ blew in 2019, although he's been in the industry. He's been doing comedy and skits and all that since 2014. So two of them have been together for a long time. And they welcomed a baby boy in October of 2024. Meanwhile, OLUWADOLARZ also was born in October of 2020 rather. Himself and his OLUWADOLARZ and Ife welcomed the son Oluwanifemi Ogunleye in October of 2020. The son clocked 4 in 2024. OLUWADOLARZ was born on the 11th of October 1994. That's just by the way. So two of them they are not married. They recently got engaged in November of 2024. Less than 6 months now was when they got engaged. He proposed, which is why she's asking, what was the point of the proposal when you know that you're not interested in me? You still want to follow everything in skirts. Like, why did you? Was it to embarrass? I mean, what were you trying to prove? But although some persons are saying, if once a man shows you who he is and what he is, you shouldn't have forgiven him in the first place. What has happened? Thank you very much for asking that question. Ifeluv have said that she knows that her agents and people close to her might delete the post and all of those things, and her social account manager might delete it and whatnot. But she needed to vent because she's just coming out of surgery and she's just tired. Like, she's not even fine. She now said, you've held on to my son for a couple of days. Let me come and carry my baby, because they are not living together. And according to her, she's been responsible for 85% of the son's well-being and welfare. OLUWADOLARZ is a brokers, guys. New information. If you that he's just sleeping with these women with nothing to offer them other than his name. That he's a skit maker and people know him. Recognition. That's the only thing he has to offer them. He doesn't have money. He's always broke. She's the one carrying everything that, at least 85% of the things that concerns that young boy. And not just that, OLUWADOLARZ will now start crying whenever she now does something good for herself. Maybe she gets a brand deal and all that. He will start crying because he hates it. Meanwhile, he has refused to deliver on deals that they've contracted him to do. Brands are after him and threatening him because he does not deliver on projects in time and on time. But let's get back to their own family wahala. They got engaged in November of 2024. She now said she went to his house to carry her child, only for her to meet an actress hiding in the toilet. How low can that be? It just shows you that both of them knew that they were doing something wrong for her to be willing to hide in the toilet. One of the actresses, she mentioned the lady's name, Lola. Now, we don't even know which of the Lolas. People are suggesting different Lolas in the industry that have done skits with OLUWADOLARZ, or that they've seen with dollars. They are mentioning these ladies. We don't actually know who the Lola is, but I'm sure that the Lola knows herself, and people that knows the Lola, because Ifeluv has said that even close relatives of OLUWADOLARZ have said, yes, this woman, since the proposal herself, she has moved into this man's house. They've been living together. She's had multiple, abortions for him and all of those things. So it's not something new. They are well aware of the relationship or friendship between Lola and OLUWADOLARZ. And she's like, I was there. I was asking you what's going on. You said nothing. Only for me to find this woman in your toilet. And you're still insisting and trying to gaslight me that there's nothing going on. My son is in the house. You have a child in the house. And you still did not mind messing around with another woman. After you begged me for over 2 years, came online to embarrass me with your public apology, to say you are a changed person and you are no longer a goat. But you are such an animal. Yes, she also let us know that she left him for over 2 years after the birth of their child. She left him because of his infidelity and inability to be loyal. So she left him, and that he spent over 2 years trying to woo her, to apologize. There was a time that he came online, I remember, that he came online to apologize to Ifeluv, to say that, oh, he's sorry for all of the wrong he has done her, he's truly sorry and apologetic and all that. Meanwhile, if you go to Oluwadola's page, you're not going to find pictures or videos of the engagements that happened back in November. Although at the time it happened, it was the one that broke the news on social media, saying that she accepted his proposal. Anyways, moving on, she said that it took him over 2 years to woo her, for her to take him back. She accepted, they are together. He went as far as proposing, only for him to now be harboring a woman in his house since he proposed to her. And to the extent that the woman has had to, take out, pregnancies for him multiple times, such that relatives and neighbors alike are aware of the relationship between them. So she's saying she's tired, she's done, and she just had to come online to vent. And some people are saying, well, when all of this was happening, you didn't let us know now, so why are you telling us now that you are, is it is it for your peace of mind? Is it for us to judge? Why exactly have you brought this to the courts of social media? Oluwadola's has not said anything as regards this, but of course, trust Nigerians to have several things to say. Some persons are saying, like I mentioned, why did you bring it to social media? We don't want to know about it. Some other person is saying, why don't you divorce in silence? Tomorrow you will apologize and you will regret posting this. Someone said, shey wahala no too much like this. Another is saying, just know social media is not where family issues are settled. You are washing your dirty laundries outside. Another person is saying, the moment you forgive any form of abuse, this is Principissa. Interesting name, saying, the moment you forgive any form of abuse from your partner, you are enabling him. We'll go to the extra mile knowing that you'll forgive again and again, looking like Mario without the beard, especially when it gets compressed by those blocks. Another is saying, I hope you get the answers you sought for on here. Someone else is saying, congratulations to them. This is capital O2 saying, congratulations to them. Make them go separate ways and stop stressing us. Meanwhile, now maybe Louis is saying, whatever Ifeluv says is true beyond the way she says it. Tell Dollars I said so. One day, one day. Another person is saying 2025 na year of exposing so many things and people, like Guru Biko, who is single, let's mingle. Another person is saying, as a woman, if you find yourself in a situation you can't cope with, for your mental health, leave. Don't be there as a volunteer day in, day out, only to be playing a victim whenever another situation occurs. Then you are no longer a victim but a volunteer. This is why in your young days as a woman, build yourself, do things that will give you a future-proof life so that you can easily walk away in your financial independence status. If you spent your youth praying for a rich man, following men and living off them, then you may be trapping your future more than you can imagine. These are many more as some of the comments. Someone says, you wey marry, leave your matrimonial house. People leave when they are totally done. Make una kuku separate. Make we rest. Another person is saying, no, man would are against beating a woman. You can cheat, but don't be caught. Another person is saying, so Oluwadola's the knack Lola, allegedly. Now, wow. So a lot of persons have things to say about comedian Oluwadola's, but like I mentioned, Oluwadola's has publicly before apologized to Ifeluv for infidelity and sleeping around with women. I have reasons and evidence to prove that you are sleeping around. That is something. Anyways, I would like to hear from you in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like it if you enjoyed it, share with family and friends. Subscribe, and bye.